What's up, guys? It's Dan here from BeAGameCharacter.com, and we are back again with a Q&A Tuesday. Got some questions to get to, as well as your favorite games to mention. So, we are going to start with S. Barnier West. 1. You look like the slap chop guy with that mic. 2. Glad to see you back on the interwebs. 3. Favorite games: Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, Pokemon Gold/Silver. And 4. Question: how many people are in judo class now? Going to come back Super Saiyan serious. Want to compete in judo. Why is the sky blue? So, I know this guy. He knows that I know him. I see you watching me now. It's my friend Steve. He goes to my karate dojo. Um, well, actually, not the dojo I own. The dojo that I worked out at before the dojo that I own, my parent dojo. First of all, I look like the slap chop guy. I don't know how to take that. He's kind of funny looking. I mean, I'm kind of funny looking, but he's kind of funny looking. Yes, I too am glad to be back on the interwebs. Those are some solid favorite games. Marvel vs. Capcom, Ocarina of Time, and Pokemon Gold Silver, also favorites of mine. I have to say, I prefer Red and Blue over Gold and Silver. In fact, I even prefer Diamond and Pearl over Gold and Silver, and that might be sacrilege, but yeah, just, whatever. Question as far as how many people are in judo class now? I don't know, Steve. I don't go on Wednesday nights anymore. I go on Thursdays at a completely different dojo. At that one, there's me and two other guys and other people sometimes. So, yeah, I guess that answers your question on that front. As far as why the sky, and you should come back to judo, by the way. As far as why the sky is blue because there are multiple wavelengths of light in white light. There are different colors. Blue light, the blue light spectrum, is actually, it scatters, it refracts more through the atmosphere than the other colors. The other colors get through the atmosphere a lot quicker. So because of that, on a clear day, when you look at the sky, it's blue because those blue wavelengths of light are refracting everywhere. They're scattering all across the skies, and that's what your eyes see because the rest of the colors get down to you a lot faster. So that's why the sky is blue. All right. Wyatt Mitchell says to answer my question, my favorite games. To answer your question, my favorite games are definitely from the Jack and Daxter and Kingdom Hearts series. Excellent games, absolutely. And my question: is there a suggested/potential character that you're really excited to cover on the website? Personally, when I saw that Guts from Berserk was in consideration, I've been hungry for that. Anyway, thank you for the fantastic blog. You've definitely made working out more enjoyable for me. Keep it up. Awesome. First off, really glad I could help you out. Um, As far as characters upcoming that I'm looking forward to, Captain Falcon I covered, I know, but I was really looking forward to him. Was super excited when I got to cover him, so that was fun. Deadpool was cool. Just finished up with him. Future characters. See, this is part of the problem. Is there are a lot of characters that are suggested, and it's tough. Um, I would really like to do the guy from the Just Cause game, so I can't remember his name right now, but I want to do him because I think he'd be pretty cool to cover. God, what's his name? Rico something. Something Rico. Crap, I can't remember. Anyway, that guy. Just Cause guy. Um, I would be really excited to cover. Um, I would like to cover Will from Illusion of Gaia because he's one of my favorite video game characters of all time. Um, but he's kind of complicated and also not a very well known game. So, um, it's tough. There's a bunch. I will say you're not the only one that's looking forward to Guts. I'm gonna have to get around to that at some point because full confession, never read Berserk. Never did. I know it's great. I should, but never read it. Probably should read it before I cover Guts. Just saying. Kind of why I haven't gotten to Guts yet, because I want to do him justice. I know he's a big favorite character of a lot of people. He was suggested a lot of times. I really do want to cover him, but I want to do him properly. So, might be a little while on that just because I have to actually read Berserk. So, thank you, Wyatt Mitchell, for your favorite games and your questions. They were excellent. Moving on to TRex Fist, which is an awesome YouTube name. Just saying, that's an awesome username. All I get is an image of the two little claws and just frantically like smacking at something. I don't know. TRex Fist says, what? No mention of chocolate with Jija Yanin? I hope I said that name correctly. Definitely my favorite martial arts movie based on the fighting alone. Some might argue the plot isn't exactly politically correct, but the fighting is really good. It has Jackie Chan-style outtakes during the credits showing off how injured they get, and a strong female lead. Well, all of those things sound fantastic, and I have to admit I had not heard of Jija Yanin before this, so thank you for letting me know about that. I did go and check out her IMDb page. I think I'm going to go and look up all of her movies and watch all of them because they look awesome. Also, she's in one of them with Tony Jaa. Apparently, they did a Protector 2, and I was not aware of that. So, yeah, so that's cool. So thank you for that suggestion. I will definitely check that out. That's why there's no chocolate, because I hadn't even heard of chocolate before. So now I have. As for 3 favorite games, 1, Vagrant Story, the best RPG that Square ever made. I still replay it, and because of the New Game Plus feature, to this day, I'm still playing on my original file. That's awesome. Tekken 5, I really enjoy the Tekken series, and I feel like this was the best one so far. I played Tekken a lot back in the day. I don't remember which one. It was in an arcade. That's all I remember, but I played a lot of it. Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Summoner 2, Raito Kuzunoha versus King Abaddon. You play a Japanese private investigator in 1920s Japan who also happens to be a demon summoner charged with protecting Tokyo from evil. Nothing quite like summoning a demon to read the mind of someone who you know is stonewalling you. That sounds really cool. I have to admit, I've never dipped my toes into the Shin Megami Tensei universe just because it always seems like super convoluted and weird and out there, and I don't know, but I just haven't, but maybe I should. I don't know. God, I wish I had more time to play video games. You ever find yourself thinking that? Anyway, thanks, T-Rex Fist. We're going to move on to the next person, who is Jazz Macalino. I'm sorry if I messed your name up. Who just says, literally I'm reading this here. It's not me saying, like I usually do, but, Okami, Dark Souls, Arma 2. Nice choices. Okami in particular. Holy crap, the art in that game is beautiful. Thank you, Jazz. Moving on to Benrex777, who says, hello, Dan. I just recently started playing games. The 2 I play now are Minecraft and Project Gorgon, a free MMORPG, but I watch loads of Let's Plays. The entire Metal Gear series is great, Gothic, Golden Sun, Darksiders, Final Fantasy as well. And to the question, do you do any movement-related sport like running, cycling, skiing, parkour? Have a nice week, Benrex777. Great question. I do skiing. I love skiing. I do parkour, although I have not recently, and nothing too super extreme. I know some vaults. I'm good at climbs. I don't know any tricking really. I don't do any flips or anything like that. I'd like to learn them, but I don't do any at this point. I can do all my rolls. I can do a lot of different vaults. I can do. I'm working on the salmon ladder. I know it's not technically parkour. That's more American Ninja Warrior stuff. I can climb like crazy. Climbing, I'm definitely good at. Running, I've never been a big runner, although I've found lately that I miss it, and I want to get back to it when I have some time, which I will soon, hopefully. Cycling, I've done some mountain biking, nothing too extreme. You know, I've ridden a bicycle for forever, and actually my wife actually just fixed up my bicycle for me so I can ride it to and from my day job, which is actually a night job. So I'm looking forward to that too, getting back on the bike again. I haven't ridden my bicycle in probably a year and a half. It's been a long time. So yeah, so basically all of the ones that you suggest I've done in one way or another. Running I'm not a big fan of, but everything else I've done. So thanks for asking. That's a good question as well. And something that I don't cover as much. I talk a lot more about strength training, I think, than cardiovascular training on the blog and on the YouTube channel here. But maybe that's something to branch out and do a little bit more in the future. So anyway, I hope you too have a nice week, Benrex777. So that is it for today's video. That's all the questions we got, all the favorite games. So let's see, your task for this video, for the comments below. First of all, obviously, ask me a question for next week. Anything under the sun doesn't matter. I'm going to ask you, what is one fitness habit that you do or wish to do? Like every day, like what's your thing, or at least a couple of times a week? Do you lift weights? Do you run? Do you ride a bicycle? Would you like to lift weights? Would you like to run? Would you like to ride a bicycle? Do you do some sort of sport? Do you climb? Do you just have a pull-up bar that you grab onto every time you pass and do pull-ups? What do you do? It's something, anything. What do you do to stay active? Tell me what you do personally, or if you don't do anything right now, what you would like to do. So ask me a question and let me know what you would like to do, or what you currently do, as far as a fitness habit for staying active. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. As always, remember to like and subscribe, and always, as always, also remember to live boldly, change the world, and continue to be awesome. Bye bye.